Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this video today I'm going to be showing you how I made the skirt part of this dress. I actually did fabric placements and inseam finishing. So if it sounds like what you're interested in, please stick right to the end of the video. Okay, at this point I had already cut my skirt pattern. I've cut it on my clothes. Okay, just added a little tail to the back. So I'm just going to do my normal that measurements that we usually do on skirts. Okay, so and because it is inseam, whatever that I do on the doll face, I'm also going to do on the lace, on the lining, sorry. Okay, so here I'm closing up my zipper allowance. This is to enable me shape the skirt properly, and so that I can press it and have the line of my zip allowance properly sticking up, because I said I'm going to be doing fabric placement. Okay, so you can see that I did not cut my lace. I'm just sewing only my doll face. And after shaping, after finishing up my skirt, my doll face, I'm going to sew my lining. So whatever that I do on my doll face, I'm doing on my lining. So this is just basically me sewing and shaping. At this point I had already finished shaping the skirt, so I'm just notching my knee area so that I can press open. I did not notch the zipper area, okay, because the tail is not so much. So I'm just going to open up my side seams and give it a good press so that I can do my fabric placement on it. Okay, so I have a video where I did my fabric placement, because if I had included it to this video, it just make this video too long. So I made a separate video for it, so do well to check it out later. So this is just me breaking out the beads that are going to interrupt me while I'm sewing, because I'm going to run a stitch. I'm running a stitch all round to secure my lace to my doll face, and that's what I'm doing here. All right, so after doing this, you can see the stitch all round. I've secured my lace to my doll face. I would close down my zipper area where will allow me to fix my zip. That's just close down where I need to close down to be able to fix my zip. So I've already fixed my zip at this point, and I'm going to cut the excess zipper that I don't need. So what I usually do, I use a piece of clothes. I just cut a little piece of clothes and wrap it round the zip that I had already cut and stitch it down. So this is just to secure my zipper, and in order not to have excess zip underneath the clothes. Okay, so I'm just going to wrap it up. Just watch closely what I am doing, and you might just learn another trick. Okay, so I wrapped it up again, and I'm giving it another stitch, and you can see what it's already looking like. Okay, so I do this whenever I have an excess zip. I'm going to be using my lining to close up my zipper, and I'm going to also use my lining to sew the side. But before that, I need to zip down, like I need to open up the zip area. I'm going to show you where I'm stitching down. You can see I'll run my stitch just before my seam, my side seam. Okay, this is the back of the corset. I don't want it to just be open. I want to give it an inseam finishing, remember. So I'm going to sew from one side, just after the side seam, to the zipper side. I'll close it up. You're going to see how I'm going to do it. But before doing that, I'm going to use my pins to secure my lining to my skirt. Okay, my lining to the sewn doll face and lace. So after pinning it all round, this is to make sure that my side seam, my darts, my zipper, everything is aligning together. So that is the need for this pinning. Okay, so after I am done pinning it down, I'm just going to sew from one side to the side before my side seam. Very, very important, because we are going to be attaching the side seam, we're going to be attaching it to the corset itself. Okay, so, and we're going to close up our zip area. This method is very good because you don't have to weave your beaded lace. You don't have to, your whole seam is just going to sit inside. So you see where I'm going to stop my stitch. All right, so take it back to my sewing machine, and I'm just going to stitch it down. Just watch closely what I am doing. Okay, I'm running my stitch. Oh, I poked myself. Sewing accidents. Okay, so back to the video. I'm running my stitch down to the, I think you can leave 2 inches before your side seam, or 1.5. In this video I didn't really take any measurements. Okay, so, and as I did it on one side, I'm also going to do the same on the other side. Okay, leaving my V waistline open. I didn't show where I cut out that V waistline, but I must quickly note that when measuring that, it shouldn't be longer than your corset. Like when you place it from your half length to the length where you want the V to stop, it should not go beyond the length of your corset. As a matter of fact, it should just be before your corset. Okay, so that you will not have some errors there. So this is my zip side, and I'm going to run my lining over my zipper. Okay, so that it can give us that neat finishing that we want to have at the back of our corset on the skirt area. Okay, so I'm running my stitch down. I use a pin to secure it, to secure my lining to my zipper on my skirt. Okay, so that I can eventually sew and I will not have any obstruction. All right, so just carefully watch what I am doing and you would understand. What I do on one side, I'm going to repeat on the other side of the zip. Okay, so I always use my pins to hold my fabric down so that I don't make any mistake while sewing. And as you can see, it's already beginning to come out and it's already beginning to look like what we need. Okay, so I'll be notching just where my stitch started from, on the back that is very close to the side seam. I'll be notching it, giving it a straight notch on the 2 sides. Okay, that is to enable me to turn the skirt properly. That's to enable me to turn the skirt properly. And then I'm also going to notch my center point, because I will be sewing this place down to my corset. So if I don't give it the ease that it needs for turning, for sewing, I will not be able to turn it properly. So you see, this piece of fabric that was trimmed out from the skirt is very important. So that is what I'm going to use with chalk to trace out my pattern, how I want my pattern to be on my skirt, how I want my V pattern to be on my skirt. I'll be attaching the center point of my skirt to the center point of that piece that I used to trace out my pattern on it. So I'm going to pin it down. The other parts of this video, I actually lost the clip. I don't know what happened. So, but I'm making a proper video for this tutorial so that you can properly understand exactly what I did. Okay, so but this is how it's already going to look like. And If you have watched up to this point, thank you so much. I really appreciate. Okay, you are the reason why I keep on making more videos. So please do well to like, do well to subscribe, do well to share, comment your thoughts and your review. Okay, so this is how it looks after attaching it. Thank you so much. Bye.